hard knives will be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. Probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison. I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's go.
Again, it's Edwards. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
18 Rattler, 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go. 60 Bison. Packers 50, 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lion, Warriors 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Tempo.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
70 Lions. Ready.
Edwards. He is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Viking, 18.
Krasky Merritt will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Alert!
Again, it's Cook. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Cook running right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 25 yards. And the Bills Eagles are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
'Kay,
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Two yards to go, second down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Street. Gravity Lions. Ready.
They run once more with Edwards. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
10 at the 44-yard line.
A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. It's a tight game here early. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. 70, 10, 80. Hurt.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8.
Come on. 18 cards. Press off. Go.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
60 Vikings.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Looking like 79 Broncos.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
The Bills take over first down 10 after the 31-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. He's across midfield. Still going. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 64 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, right?
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hot, hot.
Well, they go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. They work now on 2nd and 9.
70 race, 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Liking 18.
Now Daniels. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 33-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
319.
Allen. And this is Cook for the grab. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for James Cook. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Regular.
To the air, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now 2nd and 9.
Ready? Let's go.
On the handoff, Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
33-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
319. Hey, hold. Alert.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 14.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Turns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
Landon Jackson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Daniels. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Middle. Alert! Regular.
Now Allen. That's going to be caught by Rivers. down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 14.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Dragon 60.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
18, ready. 70,
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Handoff comes to Cook. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Now that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To throw, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, home. We go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
319. Half. Subs. Half 10. Middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a handoff, Edwards. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Daniels going to throw for it. That is caught. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, ready?
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Ready, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready,
this
break.
offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Warriors, 17.
To the air goes Daniels. Under pressure. pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Landon Jackson, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout it, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. This is 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on. Hey, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18, trap 60, trap 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
Two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
319!
And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
What a moment. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Buffalo Bills, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.